Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and this Wednesday in War of the Visions, we are getting Bikini Glaci, her like third or fourth iteration. We get a lot of Glacis in this game. We're getting another one for summer. It's actually coming out during summer. That's kind of neat. And we are getting this new vision card, which is a sword red mage vision card with fist, katana, and book equipable main jobs on there as well. Now, before I go in and look at like what JP had for this, talk about if you should pull or if you shouldn't, I want to mention that on this vision card, when we talk about it, there is a global upgrade. So we're getting something that JP people didn't have, and that is defense and healing power up for the unit wearing it if that unit is Summer Glaci, Summer Lilith, Summer Catone, or Summer Elsorel. So importantly, Summer Glaci being on there, getting more defense, getting healing power up for her. I do feel like that is a good global buff for a unit and vision card that were already pretty dang strong. Now, let's talk first about Summer Glaci. Should you pull her? I think this is a pretty simple yes and no. If you are a water player, or like chat was telling me earlier, just need what is probably the best rainbow tank in the game, you feel like that's what you need, this is your girl. Otherwise, I anticipate like Bridal Elia maybe next week, maybe our new Earth Gunner, whose name I can't remember, but who's really good. She's coming out next week or the week after. We have really strong units coming down the pipe. However, if you've been building Ferris, Perrine, Amnelis, this is kind of the finishing touch on your water team. So if you are a water player, you've been waiting for her, I think you pull. If not, hey, we'll get summer reruns again in the future. Let's break her kit down next. She's Impregnable Flower, Dragoon, Thief. Those are her jobs. She's Sword Red Mage group, no surprise there. Her TMR is an accessory with 12 defense, 12 crit evade, a little bit of HP, and then a group diamond shape buff that gives fire resist, water resist, and single target resist just to the person using it. It's okay. I do like the access to single target resist. I feel like this is something we didn't used to have a lot of in the game, but we're kind of picking up more and more of it now. If you are building an AoE single target resist kind of build, maybe you work this in there. Otherwise, middle of the road tier TMR. Her master ability, she's getting HP, more single target resist, or her first little bit anyway, single target resist 10. She's getting healing power, initial hate 5, very important for her being a tank, and an upgrade to her Wolf and Clutch skill. Really kind of an underwhelming master ability if I'm being honest, but her kit more than makes up for it. Okay, support ability. First of all, she has debuff weakening 30. This means any debuff that goes at her will just be 30% less effective. That's how that works. Then 5 hate and then AoE resist 15. This is a very, very strong support ability for a tank, mixing in the hate with AoE resist and debuff weakening. I love that a lot. Then if you need jump +1, you have that right here. If you want move 1 and agility, you do have that here. However, she's a unit that, unlike other tanks, does not want to extend away from your group. This is a unit you might want to build death balls around, like have everybody group up on her, roll in, take advantage of this like area of protection she gives. We'll talk about that here in a second. So you might not want this move +1 on her all the time. If you don't want that, you do have HP and defense here. You have HP healing power here, or acquired AP. I probably would stay away from acquired AP. You're probably looking more into the HP defense unless you just need to agility tune with this agility and move up. Now, her counter move, her new one, SPF 50. This counters slash and magic damage at a 70% rate and reduces the damage by 40%. Love, 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 love this. I love these damage type specific high counter chance moves. I like this one a lot. Slash and magic, very prevalent, probably the two most prevalent damage types in the game. You're going to run this basically all the time. Yeah, you're probably going to run this one a lot unless you run Dragon Sword. But Dragon Sword scales off of attack, which is, I mean, she's an attack unit. It's fine. Run the damage reducing one. Okay, main job. Now, most units, their very first skill here is a cheap AP move. Hers is actually a TP move. It's a self buff, elemental chain resist 80 for 3 turns, and protect. Is that fantastic? I don't know. I don't know exactly how great that is. Elemental chain resist is nice and protect is nice to have. So it is a good tool in her kit. I just don't know if you'll always take advantage of it. Her first damaging move we see, Slight Delight, is a short range, very cheap on the AP side move that does 121% damage and crucially restores 20 times CT for herself. Again, helping her get more turns. Now, let's talk about a move It's really good. Immortal Maiden, which upgradens, Maiden upgradens, that's a thing. Maiden who never fails. This is courage, so 200% chance to ignore fatal damage, aka courage. Then, when friendly unit within range, automatically cast another skill, physical damage reduction for self. Let me tell you how that reads. If there is another unit close to her, they get reduced physical damage. That's how that is. That's what that does. So you want to group up on her, fight physical enemies, and then when they are close to her, she will just prevent damage for them. It's like AoE resist, but it's not called AoE resist. It's like she puts out this aura of defense that's really, really great. I love this skill. It's kind of unique. I just like it a lot. Then when a friendly unit in range casts another attack skill, they get accuracy up. And then when her HP falls below 50%, she will heal. So this is her thing. This is what makes her who she is. This move right here. It will make her like pair super well with somebody like Ferris, who also has an aura move, but Ferris's aura move is she heals people. And if you can't see the synergy between a tank that reduces damage and a DPS like bruisery unit that heals when they attack, what game are you playing? It's an insane combo. That's the OP one. Then you mix in an Amnelis, a Perrine, somebody like that. Okay, she has Barrier, Break, and Barrier. This is a move that breaks physical barriers for target and then reduces her physical damage by 70% for one time to herself. Yeah, that move's OP. Wolf and Clutch. This move is upgraded. So it is a 2-target move. It's not an AoE attack. It's a single target attack that does damage to 2 different ones. And yeah, chat just pointed something out. This actually decreases the CT for the target. It does not up hers. I read that wrong. Thank you. I'll correct that. So this is a 2-target move, but not AoE. It's single target and then another single target. It increases her defense pin by 40 for this cast, 165% modifier damage, dispels re-raise, decreases defense pin on the target by 30, and increases her own defense by 40 for 1 turn. Again, obviously great move that combos right there. Obviously, she is somebody who's going to specialize in fighting physical units. I feel like we're getting a lot of that right now. Maybe magic is on the rise. Maybe units like Summer Helena this week, maybe worth looking into depending on what banners look like based on what you're going to be seeing with this. Okay, Surly Slash. This is 165% modifier, small AoE short range move, guaranteed hit, and then 25% chance to inflict stop. This stop chance on there is a bit it's really nice. She has an AoE stop. That's the Agrius level. Like, remember how Agrius was so annoying back in the day because she was a tank that could inflict status effects? Glaci has a little bit of that too. Then if we look down here, Impregnable Flower Subjob, she has a 200% modifier, little bit longer range, but only in a straight line with an agility decrease on it. And she has a self-heal for herself. She does have access to Dragoon, gives her access to another move with Protect and an attack buff, but I don't think you're running this all the time. Maybe, nah, I don't know, unless you want Pierce, right? And then you have Thief, which, why would you run Thief? Let's see, she has Confusion attack, maybe you want that. She does have Steal Time and Steal Heart, so you can play around with that if you want to. Otherwise, I mean, maybe you just run Gravity Strike and Tonic Water for the self-heal in like Guild Wars or something. Now, here is her limit break and the explanation of those auras. So her limit break increases her attack by 40%, 200% modifier damage, and gives AoE resist 40 for 2 turns to the self. Not a usual 3-turn buff, but a lot of times these limit breaks maybe only give something for 1 turn. This is 40 AoE resist for 2 turns. You're going to want her using her limit break. Here you can see that allies within this aura get 40 accuracy, and allies within this aura get 40% physical damage reduction. This is her heal when she drops low. It's a 40% heal when she drops below 50%. And then she also does have that self-heal if you want some more. She's a really great tank, you guys. She's just a really great tank. If you want her, boom, there you go. Go get her. She's coming with this sword. So this is a sword that is it's a job-based sword. You can see the jobs right here. The attack value on it is 157. The things I like about this is it does have defense pin 20 and all elemental resist 10 if your HP is above 60%. So really helping you survive that like initial burst of damage is what this is meant to do. It comes with 15 slash attack as well. You might just run Glaci without a sword sometimes. I don't know. I'll play with her a lot. She's definitely somebody I'm pulling on my main and playing her with Ferris, playing her with Amnelis. That's kind of the team I'm planning. Now let's talk about the vision card. Beach Winner. Once again, this is another Sword Red Mage vision card. We get these a lot. Sword Red Mage is living good if you have units that fall under that. The unit effect for this card is HP up 9%. not the best unit effect. But remember, on global, like I pointed out, we get the global buff. We also get defense and healing power up, making the unit effect much, much better for Glaci herself in our version of the game compared to JP. It has 374 HP, 128 attack, and 5 defense. I like that. Then the party effect is AoE resist 24. Okay, it's great. Once we see that, you can just move on. AoE resist 24 is insane, so good deal. GG. It has inquired AP 40. That's pretty good as well. And then debuff effect weakening 25. That combos nicely with the debuff effect weakening that Glaci already has. So this is a good vision card. You're going to want to run it on her if you can find the combo of units to use with this. Speaking of the combo of units to use with this, guess who's on here? Oh, Orange A from the future. I accidentally showed the wrong units. I showed the units who could use the skill, which is strike attack resist buff or a strike attack resist reaction ability. These are the units that can use the buff. So Ferris not on here, unfortunately. If we look at the water element units that can take advantage of this buff, Ferris is on there too. What am I talking about? It's Glaci, Ferris, Dia, Perrine. Yeah, it's actually better. Perrine being on there is nuts. It makes her like, I'm using Amulet in my future group for this because I just need that like magic unit mixed in there. But this is a really solid water lineup. Asterius, don't sleep on how good that could potentially be. Rachez, if you need somebody to hold the magic card, maybe that's Rachez or somewhere else. And Miranda. So these are the water units that can take advantage of the group buff on that card. Otherwise, you do have some solid units in here. If you mixed in some like light, there's solid light units on here. Elena, Lucio, Sweetheart, Miranda, all good options. So take a look at WoTV Calc if you want to, if you see a comp you want to build out of that. Now back to what I recorded the first time. That's your new stuff coming out this week. Oh, wait, one more new thing. How could I forget? The beach ball. We got the beach ball coming. Its stat line is fine. It has a little attack, little magic. This is going to be an item that's not hard to acquire. If you are a summer unit, I do like it for the crit damage reaction block rate and all elemental attack up 10. If you're anybody else, it's just all elemental attack up 10. Maybe there's some good use there in like PvE chaining if you just need a little more elemental attack and you don't have those sashes built that have that. Otherwise, it's solid. It's not game breaking, but it's solid. And that's your new stuff. So if you are pulling tomorrow, good luck. I will be live on stream after school on Wednesday doing polls on my main account for sure. I'll be pulling for this VC over here on my alt account as well. So good luck to me. Good luck to all of you and have a good one, everybody. I'll catch you next time. Peace.